We've all been there. You're mid-sentence or right in the middle of a task and suddenly, poof, your mind just pauses. It's that heavy, frustrating brain fog where your mental gears completely grind to a halt. You might just call it being tired or zoning out, but science and history actually have some fascinating and fancy words for these exact mental glitches. Today we're breaking down 7 terms that perfectly describe your broken brain moments, why they happen, and exactly how to fix them. 1. Abulia, the broken go button. Abulia is a total lack of will, initiative, or motivation to act, speak, or think, even when you genuinely want to do things. Real-life example, you're staring at your running shoes, you want to run, you know you'll feel better, but you literally cannot make your body move. The quick science, it's like your brain is stuck in neutral. This is often linked to exhaustion or underactivity in your frontal lobe, the brain's command center. 2. Acedia, the soul fog. This is an ancient term for spiritual or mental torpor. It's a kind of listless indifference. You aren't necessarily sad or depressed, you just feel a deep, sluggish meh about existence. Real-life example, scrolling through streaming apps for an hour because nothing feels worth watching and everything feels like too much effort. The quick science. It's emotional and motivational fog, usually triggered by a lack of purpose or heavy overstimulation. 3. Clouding of consciousness, the muddy brain. Also called a clouded sensorium, this is a hazy, reduced clarity of awareness. You aren't losing your mind, but your thoughts feel incredibly muddy. Real-life example, reading the same paragraph 4 times and realizing you still have absolutely no idea what it said. The quick science, your brain's processing speed drops, making it incredibly hard to filter out background noise or focus on basic info. 4. Cognitive overload, the system crash. This happens when your brain takes in way too much input and completely freezes or slows to a crawl. Real-life example, trying to reply to an email while listening to a podcast, checking a notification and deciding what to eat until you end up just staring blankly at the wall. The quick science. Welcome to the information age. Your working memory has a strict limit and you just blew past the quota, causing information paralysis. 5. Psychomotor retardation, the deep drag. A literal slowing down of both your thoughts and your physical movements. Everything feels heavy, delayed, and exhausting. Real-life example. Speaking feels like it takes physical effort, and moving from the bed to the kitchen feels like walking through waist-high water. The quick science. This is a physical manifestation of severe mental exhaustion or depression, where the brain's motor signals slow down. 6. Torpor, mental hibernation. A state of inertia or suspended activity. It's your brain going into low battery mode to conserve resources. Real-life example, sitting in a chair after a long week, staring into space, completely devoid of energy or alertness. The quick science. Just like animals hibernate to survive winter, your brain drops its energy consumption to the absolute bare minimum to protect itself from burnout. 7. Mind blanking, the sudden erasure. Sudden total emptiness of the mind. Also known as thought blocking, it's when you lose your train of thought instantly mid-task or mid-conversation. Real-life example, walking into a room and standing there wondering, why on earth did I come in here? The quick science, often triggered by sudden spikes of anxiety, acute fatigue, or sensory overload overloading your retrieval pathways. The common culprits. Why do these glitches happen? While they all feel a bit different, they generally share the exact same root causes. Sleep deprivation. Your brain hasn't cleaned out its daily toxins. Chronic stress and burnout. Your nervous system is fried. Dehydration and poor nutrition, running a high-performance machine on zero fuel. Overstimulation, constant scrolling and digital noise. If you want to unglitch your brain, you need a general maintenance routine, prioritize sleep, aim for 7 to 8 hours to let your brain reset. Hydrate and fuel, Drink a glass of water right now and eat a protein-rich meal. Digital detox. Give your brain a break from the constant dopamine hits of your phone. And of course, if this heavy fog is persistent, never hesitate to check in with a healthcare professional. For Abulia, no motivation. Use the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll only do the task for 2 minutes. Breaking the inertia is the hardest part. For Acedia, listlessness, try habit stacking. Attach a new, meaningful ritual to something you already do, like doing 5 minutes of mindfulness right after making your morning coffee.
Our brains are powerful, but they aren't invincible. When they pause, it's usually a sign to slow down and reset. Which of these 7 mental states do you relate to the most lately? Is it the broken go button of Abulia, or the digital freeze of cognitive overload? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.